Good battle.
Yeah, good battle.
Apologies about your Zigzagoon and your Shroomish. They fought valiantly. I wish them swift recoveries.
Oh, thank you, Pablo. But there's no need to worry. I have thousands of revives and potions.
Oh, right. Are you into your medicines, then?
Yeah. I am actually studying to be a doctor.
Oh, wow. Fair play. So, how do you feel about herbal medicines?
I love herbal medicines. It's so beautiful that Mother Earth's own soil produces such amazing plants. It makes me grateful to be alive.
Yeah, I completely agree. So, you just spend your free time walking in nature then? Thinking about Mother Earth and herbs?
Yeah, pretty much.
You feel it too, don't you? The tension beneath the earth, the dreams vibrating in the wind. There is a shift coming. An ancient quarrel waking up in the bones of the world. Fire and water, rising not as elements, but as ideologies. Two titans, once asleep beneath earth and ocean, will clash in open air. One will roar from magma. One will stir the sea. And caught between them, a green winged serpent will descend from silence. Not to take sides, but to remind the world it was not made for conquest.
Wow.
My son has returned, the prodigal son, the light of my lineage, the heir to the house of normal types. Oh, the sages doubted me, the townsfolk whispered, even the Zigzagoon turned their backs. But I knew, I felt it in my quick claw, the moment the wind shifted over Route 102. I said, he is coming, my boy returns, and lo, you have arrived, in all your glory, with your starter, and your running shoes, you have walked among the commoners, eaten from berries I dare not touch, defeated men who wear shorts with purpose, and still, you return to me, your father, Norman, bearer of the silk scarf, defender of the balance badge. Welcome home. Welcome to Petalburg. Come, cast off your silence. Embrace me. Let us reunite as father and child. As gym leader and protagonist. As two beings destined to collide.
Wait, sorry, who are you?
I am your father, son.
I didn't think I had a father. I've never had a father before.
Please, don't talk like this, son. I held you as a baby. I taught you your first word.
Excuse me, sir. I have lost my inhaler again. I can't find it anywhere.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go. Man, that was weird.
Holy shit, you're so amazing. I want to follow you. Please give me your number. You're so amazing. Holy shit, please, random trainer. I want to worship you.
Have you or a loved one been injured by a Geodude using self-destruct in a public space? You may be entitled to compensation through the Hoenn Regions Explosion Act. Our legal team at Wobbuffet and Wobbuffet specializes in unsolicited explosion litigation and passive damage claims. Call our offices at 1-800-2-666-666. That's 1-800-2-666-666. The law offices of Wobbuffet and Wobbuffet. We stand firm and salute.
Listen to my words. Listen to my tale. Listen to my composition. What Rayquaza of steel and storm shattered their Pokeballs and devoured their dreams and destinies? Home, solitude, uncharted wilds, spires of unbreakable stone, mushrooms glowing in Petalbird's dark, spores spiraling into infinity. Breathing in the mycelium of the earth, my brain evolving like a cadabra at dawn. Children lost in the abyssal tall grass, rivals rising from the shadows. Gym leaders thundering their judgment from their elemental thrones. Home, home, nightmare of home. Home, the merciless architect of challenges. Home, the eternal gauntlet of gods and dragons. Home, the unrelenting crucible of champions. Home, the labyrinthine ocean. Home, the ever-burning volcano and the abyssal trench. Acid in the trick house, walls shifting, puzzles infinite. Zigzagoon speaking in riddles, the room bends. The unknown whisper my name. Home, whose mountains split the heavens. Home, whose ruins whisper prophecies of titanic slumber. Home, whose sandy basins howl with the ghosts of the fallen. Swallowed Paidy in the desert. Mirage Tower rose and fell. The fossils sang. The sun grinned down with Arceus' teeth. I was reborn in the dunes. Home, whose league stands unshaken, defying time itself. Home, whose mind is pure primal force. Home, whose blood surges in torrents of sapphire and ruby. Home, whose fingers are hyper beams searing the cosmos. Home, whose chest ignites with fire blasts that could raise the world. Home, whose voice is an ancient, echoing through the deepest caves. Home, whose skies are 1,000 unblinking wing gulls circling the ether. Acid waves in Pacifidlog, the town floating, the world melting into the tides. Water types shimmering like neon spirits. Wailords chanting mantras. Home, open your third eye. Home, whose forests hum with the spectral cries of the forgotten. Home, whose towers are altars to creatures beyond human understanding. Home, whose love is endless tides and endless battle. Home, whose soul is bound in voltage and flame. Home, whose fate is a fractured sky, torn open by the talons of gods. Home, whose name is the wild. Home, in whom I wander and claim. Home, who branded my soul with a single encounter. Home, in whom I am a consciousness without a master. Home, who called me from my nameless town and cast me into the storm. Home, whom I embrace, awakening home. Light splitting through the scales of Rayquaza. Home, home, empty caverns, unfathomable oceans, sunken empires, forgotten legends. I saw the lines of the grid, the trainers were gods, the battles were cosmic wars. My starter was my past life. Islands rising from the tides, invincible champions, granite monoliths, apocalypse beasts. They shattered their spines, lifting hone into the heavens. Pokeballs, screams, battles, millennia, raising the land toward the gods who reign above us and beneath us and within us. Ayahuasca in Mount Pyre. The dead whispered through the smoke. My ancestors in the fog. Abanet grinned and took my hand. Together we walked beyond time. Visions, omens, evolutions, shinnies, newslocks. Cast into the maw of Victory Road. Dreams, fates, champions, Pokegods. The whole deluge of forgotten myths and shattered timelines. Breakthroughs across the seas, ancient flutes summoning destruction. Gone into the flood, highs, epiphanies, despair. 10,000 resets at the mercy of fickle fate. Rivalries, new bonds, mad generations. Hurled onto the jagged cliffs of time. Real holy laughter in the storm. They saw it all, the burning skies, the warring titans, farewell. They ascended Sky Pillar to destiny, waving, bearing fossils of an age unknown, down to the trenches of home, into legend. DMT behind Moss Deep. The rockets launched me through dimensions. I met the original trainer. He held out a master ball and laughed. The universe was inside it.
Dear Diary, oh my Arceus, today was like, so emotionally draining. First of all, I had to spend like 20 minutes lecturing the village peasant on why he shouldn't be staying silent on his socials about the Elite Four's lack of bug-type representation. I just feel like we've reached a point where saying nothing is actually worse than saying the wrong thing. At least be problematic out loud so we know who needs correcting. Anyway, after that emotional labor, I had no choice but to take a Xanax and soft reset my day. I know Daddy keeps some in his lab, so I politely asked his assistant where they were, then took one with my Moo Moo Milk Iced Half-Sweet Double-Shot Caramel Drizzle Lavender Cold Foam Latte. Then I did a live stream where I ranked all the gym leaders by how problematic they are. Like, Watson laughs way too hard at his own jokes. Gaslighting much? Norman enforces heteronormativity just by existing. And don't get me started on Winona, bird girl aesthetic, but silent during the Talo migration crisis? Suspicious. Someone in chat said, not all gym leaders. So I blocked them and their grandma. Hashtag self-care. That's about all I remember, diary. When I came back to, the Xanax had just about worn off, and I was flat on my back on the beach in the freezing sand, and it was raining out of a low sky, and the tide was way out. Anyway, I'm manifesting a drama-free tomorrow, but let's be real, it's Hone.